would be wrong to say it was swaying from side to side. It was actually shaking rather intensely. The room I was in, it was shaking from side to side. Shaking was quite irregular, just when you thought it was a series of small shakes. It would suddenly shake violently, and every time that happened, I'd have to steady myself with my foot. I couldn't even stand up very well, but for me, it was confusing. I never thought not knowing what to expect could be so fun, so I was feeling rather excited. But I figured I'd get bored of that feeling soon enough. That's what I was expecting. For me, a person who was loved by talent, detecting regularities among irregularities wouldn't be that difficult. Ah, how boring. Do you like ships? On the other side of the dark room, I heard a voice. It was clearly directed at me. You looked like you were having fun, so that's what I assumed. You do like ships, right? Ships? Ah, that's right. That's it. But this is a ship. You just realize that now? Is it really that funny? Hey, if you want, care to talk to me a little? The silence is starting to bore me. Instantly, I saw his true character. The overfamiliar attitude, the friendly smile, but under that skin, I could detect a foul, offensive odor like some kind of putrid slime. In a sensible way, of course. How should I put this? It was a smell exclusive to those who have already finished. Nice to meet you. I'm Nagito Kamaeda. Anyway, look at me. It's been a while since anyone was willing to talk to me. To share a room with a person like that? Yep, I'm definitely lucky. Lucky. Ah, so that's your talent then. What a boring talent. Boring talent, huh? Well, that's exactly what it is. But for someone I'm meeting for the first time to say that so suddenly, that's because I have luck as well. Huh? Even I possess the talent as boring as luck. Possess? Huh? I'm starting to get really interested. Who are you? You're obviously from Hope's Academy too, right? So you're one of us. Ah, that's weird. This is the first time I've ever seen you. Hey, can you tell me why you're here? How did you end up here? How boring. Oh, sorry. I'm often told I'm terrible at making conversation. Not you. This world. Huh? This world is full of boring people. People who lack talent to stick together and oppress those who do possess talent. Even though they know they're insignificant, they don't try to acknowledge their true superiors. They are profoundly desperate to drag them down to their level. And because of these bastards, this world has become to a deadlock. Has come to a deadlock. This world has stopped evolving. How boring. Well, this world is shaped by the will of the majority. It makes sense that it bends to those who lack talent. That's why we're in our present situation. Ah, perhaps. What does that have anything to do with the reason you're here? Boring people make no contributions to the world. Not even a speck of dust. That's why my teachers taught me that a certain degree of selection must be performed. Looks like they had high expectations for you, huh? That's completely different from me. But what are you planning to do? Now that you've ended up like this, there's nothing you can do, right? Listen well, using people is a talent too. It is now my turn to use that person just as they used me in the past. That person? Are you talking about the ultimate despair? But how? I mean, they're already... I have it with me. The contribution that person left to me, even now it rests in my pocket. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm definitely lucky. I can't believe I'm speaking with someone as amazing as you. And then will I be able to see her again? Will I be able to see the person I hate with every fiber of my being again? And this time, will I be able to kill her this time? The person I hate so much? That'll be explained later, Daniel. Hate. Then, explain your hand. Ah, this? The end of that bandage. It's a woman's hand, right? Isn't it amazing? I can't move it, of course. I mean, it's not my hand after all. But even now, it still hasn't rotted. And maybe that means it's becoming one with me. Isn't it amazing? I've successfully become one with ultimate despair, my sworn enemy. I see. So you salvaged the body of a you really are a boring person. I don't want you to misunderstand. I just see her as my enemy, you know? because she's my sworn enemy because I hate her so much. That's why I took her power. And for that I... Wait, huh? Do I hate her? Huh, that's strange. Huh? Huh? Oh, look out the window, we're finally here. You're starting to see it too, right? That's Jabberwock Island, isn't it? Isn't it exciting? I wonder what's going to happen on the island once we get there. What's going to happen? I can already predict what will happen. Huh? I already know that because I'm loved by talent. But no matter what happens, it's no concern for me. I will not be able to participate in what lies ahead. Really? I don't really understand, but I guess we have to part ways for a while. That's disappointing. We seem to get along pretty well. Hey, can I see you again? There's no reason we'll ever meet again. After all, you are boring. Your talent, your thoughts, your entire existence is boring to me. You really don't play along, do you? Huh? What is this? It's a door. There's a door. Huh? A door? Why is a door here? Where am I? How did I get here? Where am I supposed to go? Huh? Isn't this a classroom? But even so, it's a very strange classroom. Why am I here like this? Why am I here in a place like this? I went inside the ancient room with everyone else. And I arrived at a place that looked like a trial ground, but then... why? It's not connecting. I don't know why I'm here. It's like there's no connection between how I left the trial ground and how I ended up here. It's just like before. When we were all gathered in that classroom just before we arrived at Jabberwock Island. But where is this place? Is it somewhere on Jabberwock Island?
Testing. Mic check 1, 2. This is a test of the school broadcast system. Am I on? Can everyone hear me? Okay, well then.
Welcome to Hope Speak Academy, you guys. At this point, I shall explain the graduation exam to you all. So please assemble at the gymnasium immediately.
Huh? Did he say what I think he just said? Yes, he definitely said it. He said, welcome to Hope Speak Academy. But, why would this place be Hope Speak Academy? Not just that. Where's the graduation exam? Isn't the killing over already? Even the hallway doesn't feel like a school at all. What a creepy place. At least it doesn't make it doesn't look like a normal school at all. It's definitely a lie. There's no way this place is Hope Speak Academy. Is this creepy place the Hope Speak Academy that I've admired for so long? Probably a building that Monokuma made to startle us, just like the funhouse. That's right, that's definitely it. Monokuma said to come to the gymnasium, right? Then I'll go. And I'll definitely clear things up. There's the trial room. Review room, the school store, the meeting hall, the nurse's office, both the bathrooms, and the gym is over here on the right. Alright, I'm going inside. Something might be waiting, but I'm not going to cower away anymore. And so I brace myself and cautiously open the door. I wasn't prepared for what was waiting for me on the other side of that door. It was a normal gymnasium.
Damn right.
Yo, Hajime.
Yo.
You heard the announcement and came here too? You guys did it too, right?
What's going on?
Hey, what do you make of all this? Monokuma said this place was Hope's Peak Academy or something.
That is...
That cannot be possible.
Well,
You're
yeah.
right. Any way you look at it, it's impossible. Hello! How does it feel to return to the long-awaited Hope Speak Academy?
Why, you...
You... Hey, where are we? Where'd you lock us up this time? Oh, what a shock! I just told you guys this is Hope Speak Academy.
Of course
There's
not!
no way in hell that's true.
No,
Oh, but it is. I mean, this is definitely Hope Speak Academy. Well, what's left of it anyway? What's the left of it?
What?
Didn't I tell you before? Unfortunately, Hope Speak Academy fell to ruin.
Lies.
You were serious about that?
Stupid fool!
I don't believe it. But of course it fell to ruin. I mean, they were doing things that they deserved to be they were doing things that they deserve to be ruined for. What do you mean?
I don't like this.
Anyway, I'm pretty disappointed. I went to all the trouble of bringing you guys to Hope Speak Academy. You don't even feel surprised or nostalgic.
Fine.
I did the first time I went through here. Oh well, it's not like I did this for you guys. Even if you don't feel nostalgic, I'm sure someone is feeling nostalgic right now. Someone? You're talking about the player. Get off with this bullshit. Just spit it out already. Where'd you take us, you bastard? Though I am not certain of my memories, I believe we entered the ancient ruin.
In other
It
words,
means I made this Hope Speak Academy between the door to the ruin and the inside of the ruin. What do you mean between?
Hey!
What do you mean made?
what's this?
Oh my, are your minds getting the grumblies that only knowledge can satisfy? Good, very good. It's fine to hurry along to the graduation exam, but it's my nature to provide a little entertainment. Entertainment? You're planning to make us do something, aren't you?
No way!
It's nothing to be so cautious about. It's not like you'll be making life exchanges or anything like that. It's just a simple graduation exam. Then what is the graduation exam?
Hey,
As a headmaster, I'm conflicted, you know? On one hand, I'm really happy that you're finally going to graduate.
are you sure
But on the other
about
hand,
this?
I'm worried about whether you guys will be okay in the outside world.
So,
That's why I'm thinking about telling you what the outside world is like before you make a decision. Whether you want to leave Jabberwock Island or stay here. Huh? We're obviously gonna get out. There's no way we'd stay here.
that's right.
This is annoying. Just hurry up and let us choose. Let us choose right now.
No.
Can't do that. The main cast hasn't arrived yet. Main cast?
Hey,
Meaning you guys are just extras until the guest of honor arrives here. So enough complaining already. Hurry up and start researching the outside world. Well, what do you mean? I have dispersed all the teaching materials you need for your research about Hope Speak Academy. Well, I don't think this needs to be said, but all the information is accurate and contains no lies whatsoever. Otherwise, the main cast is gonna hate me. So please rest assured and strive to do your best during your field trip. As usual, he's leaving us with his cryptic words. After leaving us with the cryptic words, Monokuma disappeared. Even if the setting has changed, even if the killing was finished, he was still the same as usual. What is going on? Outside world? Main cast? Somehow I have a bad feeling about this.
Hey!
Like, he kept insulting this place. He kept insisting this place is Hope Speak Academy. But that's impossible, right?
What are you saying?
How do we make it back to Hope Speak Academy from a tropical island in the first place? It's impossible.
it cannot be.
There's no place for Hope Speak Academy to exist on Jabberwock Island. I said I wanted to go back, but I don't want to go back to a creepy place like this. What does this mean? So many things I don't understand have happened on this island. This building, is it really Hope Speak Academy? This is the Hope Speak Academy I've been admiring for so long? What in the world is going on? Damn it, why is this happening? Why? I was finally able to attend Hope Speak Academy. I finally thought I'd become confident in myself. Even so, I wanted to become Hope. Is that what you're thinking? Just stop it. Listen carefully. Only humans worthy. Okay, we've already seen all this before. If I really am a nobody, then you should have just left me alone. Why do I have to go through something like this? Through something. Hajime, did something happen? Huh?
Hey, bastard!
Now's not the time to zone out. Sorry, it's nothing. I don't really get it, but is this all...
I'm gonna do it!
As long as I beat the crap out of Monokuma, nothing's gonna get solved. Oh, as long as I don't beat the crap out of Monokuma, nothing's gonna get solved. Is that what this means?
Hey,
Just, what the heck is Monokuma anyway? He's not a part of the Future Foundation, right? If you say that, then what is the Future Foundation?
Jeez.
Even though Chiaki and Monami are gone, our situation hasn't changed a bit, which means the Future Foundation wasn't our enemy. That's the only thing I can think of.
You serious?
So they're not World Ender? Then we were really tricked by Monokuma?
However,
the Future Foundation is responsible for trapping us on this island, right? Regarding that matter, I believe Monami never once denied that.
damn it.
Even if they're all our allies, they might not just be allies. But maybe Monokuma is telling us to investigate that information on our own. Chiaki said she would not betray the Future Foundation. But if she were still alive, she definitely would have helped us. No. Even her just being with us would have been a big help. So what should we do?
Damn it.
Well, that's obvious. If we're gonna get out of here safely, we have to do that at graduation exam, right?
So annoying.
Graduation exam, huh? I'm not really good at taking exams. Well, I guess it's better than people dying.
Jeez.
Monokuma said something about a field trip, right? Is he telling us to investigate like we have been?
Alright!
Alright, I'm gonna do it.
Prepare yourself.
Like...
Yeah, we might be able to learn about something. Hope Speak Academy? About ourselves? About Hope Speak Academy. I don't care if we don't know anymore. If we just go back to our normal lives, I'm fine. Hey, we can go home when this is over, right? We can finally get off this damn island, right? If that's the case, let's leave this island alive by any means.
Of course!
Hell yes! He's right. Now's not the time to bemoan how unlucky I am. Where this place really is, what's happened to Hope Speak Academy? None of that matters. What's important is, I need to leave this island with the others. We sacrificed so many lives in order to survive just so we could do that. There's no way we could stop now. But Monokuma should already know that that's what we're thinking. So why did he say that? We have to decide on our own whether or not we want to leave Jabberwock Island. He should already know that we'd never choose to stay on this island.
Hey!
So what are you gonna do? Can we start already? But what are we even looking for? Do we just have to investigate this weird-ass building?
Even so.
I don't think we'll find the answers to all our questions inside this building. Well, just go on. I'll just go on ahead for now.
Whoa!
Hey, you're already going?
Jeez.
What is that idiot thinking, running around without being cautious?
Man.
She obviously isn't thinking about anything.
However,
It will be fine. There will no longer be any situations where we must exchange the others' lives.
alright!
We should go ahead and do our best as well. Like they say, it's not scary if everyone stops at a green light. If we stopped at the green light, we'd never reach our goal.
Jeez.
Kinda
You're
already took
pathetic.
off on our own. It might be faster if we split up and look around too. Like Sonia said, if there's no more killing, we don't have to worry about anyone betraying us anymore. Well, let's get this over with and go home.
Later.
I'll go on ahead. See you guys later. With those brief words, Fuyuhiko left the gymnasium.
Excuse me.
I shall do my best to obtain a wonderful clue that will be useful to everyone. Now then, please excuse me. Sonia took a deep bow and left the gymnasium.
Oh my.
Miss Sonia.
Miss Sonia!
Miss Sonia, please don't leave me. I'll be in danger if I'm left alone. Kazuichi chased after Sonia, who had just departed, and left the gymnasium. I should hurry and start too. Just a bit more. Just a bit more and it's going to end. I can escape this nightmare and return to my usual peaceful everyday life. The only thing I can do is advance toward that hope. Even though I don't understand, and that a lot of horrifying things keep happening, for the sake of everyone who couldn't make it this far, I'm definitely going to go home. Huh? That's weird. This is the hallway I've walked through to get to the gymnasium, but it's clearly different. This is Monokuma's doing too. Is this? Is he trying to confuse us again? I don't know what he's doing, but he keeps doing it over and over again. He's so persistent. But I'm not gonna fall for his trap. There's no way this will make me back down. Alright, so I'm pretty sure the first place we have to investigate is the dojo on this floor. And here's the dojo. Where we found the Duralumin arrows during the 5th class trial. I remember that. Is this a dojo? It's full of strange things that make me think there's no way we're inside a school. Perhaps it's a mistake to expect the inside of this building to make sense. What is this? Is this a manga? The title is Manga for Morons, The History of Hope's Peak Academy by Monokuma. There's a manga with such a suspicious looking title laying out in the open like this. Let's start with history class first.
Hey,
Reading manga is the third best way to learn about history. Then what's the first, you ask? That depends on the person! So just as I thought, Monokuma made this. That totally explains how suspicious it looks. I really want to just ignore it, but there's no way I can do that. Fine, I'll look at it. I'll look at anything that might be a clue to getting out of here, no matter what it is. I picked up the manga off the floor and started flipping through the pages. It's an introduction to Hope's Peak Academy's history, as narrated by the cutesy character on the cover. The history begins with an introduction to the Academy. Hope's Peak Academy is a government-funded school of privilege where only the most talented high school students can hope to attend. Built to raise hope in the nation's future, many of its alumni are key leaders of various industries. New students are chosen throughout a scouting process, but the ones who scout them are Hope's Peak Academy's teachers who serve as both educators and researchers of talent. Hope's Peak Academy isn't just a school for talent, it's also a school for research for talent as well. However, for the past few years, Hope's Peak Academy has been suffering from a decline in funding. If this persists, the Academy believes they will not be able to make progress with their research of talent. So, they decided to implement a new system, the Reserve Department. Unlike the main department, who scouts for students, the Reserve Department utilizes the General Entrance Exam. Normally, faculty was hired and placed in charge of looking after the Reserve Department. The expenses and exam fees for the Reserve Department are quite high compared to most high schools. Nevertheless, Hope's Peak Academy received an endless stream of applicants. Hope's Peak Academy is now available to talentless commoners, people who only cared about the brand. With this, Hope's Peak Academy managed to amass sizable funds and began further research of talent. To create Hope's Peak Academy's earnest wish, true genius who would become mankind's hope. But just when they thought everything was going well, an unprecedented incident occurred. The incident that triggered the tragedy, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. That's right, it was the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. Hope's Peak Academy was crippled by this incident and was forced to shut down without accomplishing anything. The end. Huh? The ending was so sudden, like a manga that's suddenly canceled in the middle of its run. I'm back. Plus, these phrases mentioned at the end of this manga, the tragedy and the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. These names are too melodramatic. There's no way these incidents really occurred, right? This manga only mentions the names, so I don't really know the details, but no, it'd just be a waste of time to wonder about things that don't make sense. More importantly, I learned something because of this manga. The Reserve Department. That department was only built to collect money. I was one of the Reserve Corps students, right?
But hold on.
That's weird. Oh, you're here again. Ah, the thing that's weird is you, of course. Huh?
Hey,
Why did you forget that you were part of the Reserve Department? The Future Foundation only took away your school life memories, right? But you should have known even before you entered that you had no talent, right? So, I think it's weird that you actually forgot something like that, too. What do you want me to say?
by the way,
Based on my assumption, the Future Foundation must have wanted to hide the fact that you were one of the Reserve Corps students.
I got it!
Or you willingly steal these memories yourself. Huh? You wanted to be confident in yourself, so you wanted to forget everything that embarrassed you. You know, when humans experience trauma, sometimes they erase their memory of what happened. It happens pretty often. Not that I'd know anything about that, though. Are you saying it's my fault I forgot? That's not it.
Come
When
on!
things get inconvenient, you always get angry and try to brush it off. Well, that's expected of a Reserve Corps student. Damn it, what the heck? Okay, a new place should be opened up now. Let's just flash on over here. I don't know how the music is always well. This is another manga. It's laying on top of the desk. This one is Manga for Morons, The Tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. Huh? Wasn't the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy mentioned in the other manga too? Why is Hope's Peak Academy... It's why Hope's Peak Academy went bankrupt, and it was the trigger for the most tragic, most awful event in human history. If I read this manga, will I be able to learn a little more about that incident? I took the manga from the desk and started flipping through its pages to see what I could learn about the event known as the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. The story made heavy use of outdated stylized drawings depicting characters solving mysteries. What's written here is, as the name suggests, the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy occurred at Hope's Peak Academy. The key player that was in that event was a student named Izuru Kamakura. Izuru was a genius known as a symbol of hope. Hope's Peak Academy used all their resources to develop him. Supposedly, Izuru was a genius among geniuses, and possessed various talents. Wielding superior talent for the hope of mankind, the Academy referred to Izuru as the ultimate hope. To protect such a rare talent, the Academy completely concealed all evidence of Izuru's origins and identity. Because of that, most of the students at the Academy were completely unaware of Izuru's existence. But Izuru, who was known as the symbol of hope, was responsible for that horrible incident. 13 students of Hope's Peak Academy Student Council, among the Academy's best and brightest, were brutally murdered by Izuru. However, the incident did not end there. The Academy tried to protect Izuru's superior talent and concealed the incident as though it never happened. However, a certain student began working in secret to use that incident to their advantage. That student uncovered what the Academy did, and by making that knowledge public, it stoked the fires of the Reserve Corps students who had been long dissatisfied with how they'd been treated. And the uprising began. And that heralded Hope's Peak Academy's destruction. This is the entirety of the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. Eventually, that incident would lead to that horrifying, devastating incident. The incident that would be known as the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. We're excited? Danganronpa 0. With a heavy sigh, I closed the manga. Am I supposed to believe this? There's no way 13 people were killed at Hope's Peak Academy. What irony! For a genius known as the ultimate hope to cause such a gruesome incident. A talent like that is too regal for society. It's like trying to buy Jews with a bar of gold. You should be lucky that you're incompetent. Damn, he always has to lead up to something offensive. He seriously pisses me off. The ultimate hope? Nagito mentioned that before too, but it looks like it means something completely different here. Now, Nagito said was the true meaning of hope, but for Izuru, hope simply means talent. More importantly, a genius who possesses various talents. I wish they'd given me one of those talents so I didn't have to be in the reserve course. That's right, the reserve department. Here it said that the reserve corps students in the reserve department began uprising. Then what about me? Was I a participant too? No, that's not possible. There's no way I have a reason to do something like that. Anyway, I've learned about the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy, but the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is a far worse incident, right? What kind of incident is it? And who's the other student that isn't Izuru? A certain student who secretly used the incident to their advantage. Who is that? This incident is really messed up, but all it's doing is raising more questions. The mysteries just keep piling up. Now do we go to the botanical garden? No, we do not. This is the biolab one. Yes, it is the biolab next. What the hell is this room? It's so freaking cold in here. It's like I'm in a freezer or something. If I just stand here, I might end up freezing to death. I should hurry up and investigate so I can get out of here already. There's all the refrigerators to the dead students from the first game. There's another manga just laying around here. This time the title is Manga for Morons, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. I knew it. The next one would obviously be about this incident. The biggest, most awful, most tragic... Okay. I'm just gonna say the tragedy in those. Or wait. Yeah, okay. The tragedy, huh? Just what was this incident really about? It might turn out to be something lame. Okay. I flipped through the pages of the manga and hoped that I was right. Story about creepily drawn characters who get involved in such horrifying incidents. An incident known as the biggest, most awful, tragic event in human history. Yeah, I still messed it up. Is this drawn so grotesquely because the incident itself is that grotesque? Anyway, the beginning of this creepy manga starts with this sentence. The tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy was simply the trigger. At first, the uprising of the Reserve Corps students that triggered the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy was initially hoped to be resolved quickly, but the situation continued to escalate to dangerous extremes. The movement started spreading all over the internet and fostered a thriving online community. The community was now limited to students, and people of various races and nations began joining in. But the movement was not confined to the internet and began spreading and eroding into the real world. When the movement started, it was indistinguishable from any other demonstration inspired by social unrest. But as it spread across the world, certain abnormalities soon came to light. By then, it was too late. The ends and the means had vanished, and one-ten destruction became their only goal. The strong butchered the weak. The weak killed the weakest among them. And soon, the weak formed factions to brutally murder the strong. As the violence and death continued to spread, the shock of their actions began to disappear. As if the era was regressing to more uncivilized times, when senseless deaths were the norm. The media was oversaturated with deaths to the point where people would watch them while enjoying a meal. By the time the world realized what it had become, it was too late to stop what had happened. The feeling of immense despair began spreading and eventually engulfed the world. Acts of terrorism, the coups d'etats began occurring around the world, a war waged in the name of despair. A war fought not for principles, religion, or personal gain, just war. Pure war. And because of that, there was no way to resolve it. How could a movement started by high school students progress to such a hopeless scenario? The only explanation is the existence of a certain organization, devoted to a certain student who influenced Hope's Peak Academy, a group called Ultimate Despair. Instead of using Hope's Peak Academy's talents for the sake of mankind's hope, they used them for the sake of mankind's despair. Key members of society used their influence to brainwash the masses in order to spread despair. Tech-savvy computer programs wrote software to spread despair. The powerful and influential created new values and morals to spread despair. And with this, they created the tragedy, the biggest tragic event in human history. As long as ultimate despair exists, the despair engulfing the world will never end. The tragedy will never end. My heart was racing in my chest and my body felt ice cold, and it wasn't because I was freezing in this room. The biggest tragic event in human history was definitely all made up. I mean, if this was really true, then what's happening in the outside world? My family, my friends, the convenience store I frequent the nearby bookstore, my favorite restaurant. What's happening there?
No way!
Hey, are you seriously yelling at a manga? How crazy are you? Who would enjoy reading something like this?
What?
Oh my, you don't like manga? A high school student who doesn't like manga is an office lady who doesn't like to eat candy. Enough. What is this messed up manga? I thought you'd obviously know such a horrible event that destroyed the world, but... Can you not remember that? Such despair. That's the Future Foundation's fault, though. Thanks to them stealing your memories. The incident that happened during the period has been completely removed from your brains. This incident really happened, and I actually forgot about it. There's no way that's possible.
What are you
How
saying?
many times do I have to tell you? All the clues here are real.
Hello.
Please understand, I'm rooting for you. And if you don't learn about the full extent of the outside world, you guys will suffer for it. I just want to help you guys so you can live well-adjusted lives in the outside world. You see, so that's how it is. That's what he meant by what he said at the beginning. He's trying to make us feel despair toward the outside world, so he'll want us to stay on this island. But there's no way I'm going to do what he wants. Despair like that simply can't exist. The outside world should be filled with hope. Just like me now. Or just like now. Perhaps. No, that's definitely it. Whether or not this incident really happened. Huh. Okay. Whether or not this incident really happened. Yeah. What in the world is this Ultimate Despair group? If they're devoted to a certain student who guided Hope's Peak Academy to its destruction, are they connected to both the tragedy and the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy? Plus, that organization is just one person, but isn't just one person, but a group of people. And if they're known as Ultimate Despair, they're high school students, right? Well, they were actually able to do it, and I guess that's why they were called Ultimates. Then are the killings? Or the killings were involved? Wait, then are the killings were involved? Oh, we are involved in, okay. Connected to them as well? It's no use, I'm going to freeze to death. I'm at my limit, I need to get out of here. Shivering, I ran out of the freezing room. Phew, that was close. Now they froze to death. So, where should I go next? I mean, theoretically, couldn't you pick up the manga, taking it out of the room, and when you were done, just put it back in the room? And if Monokuma asks, just say, I'll put it back in when I'm done. Oh, now we can go to this section. Hey. Oh, wait, actually, no, I'm thinking of a different room. No, I should ignore it. I should just pretend I didn't see him. Well, hello there, Fuyuhiko.
Jeez.
When I went inside this room, that bastard bear was suddenly here. He keeps glancing at me. I wonder why. It's gonna be shitty either way.
Damn right.
So I'll let you handle it. There's no way I'm gonna deal with that idiot. I don't want to do that either.
Hiya!
Why, hello, Hajime. I hope you're doing pleasantly well. Are you pleasingly well? Are you pleasingly well? You are pleasingly well, right? What are you doing here?
No,
Oh, there's
no!
another thing I needed to tell you on this floor. I got bored of drawing manga. Can you forgive me for telling you, by word of mouth? You should have done that from the beginning. I didn't want to read your manga in the first place. A high school student who doesn't like manga is like a sumo wrestler who doesn't like eating hot dogs. I'm getting real fed up with your babbling. Hurry up, what did you need to tell me? It's about that key piece of information you've been waiting so long for.
What?
Surprise! It's about Ultimate Despair. Huh? Even though the term Ultimate Despair refers to a group these days,
Actually,
it was originally the title for a high school girl who was the most powerful, evil, feared person alive. A high school girl.
yes indeed.
Lady Junko Enoshima. Junko Enoshima.
Hey,
As the former Ultimate Despair, she created a despair brimming with charm and humor, and created the Ultimate Despairs. There was only one horrible person in that group.
Don't fuck with
Hold
me!
on a sec. I don't want to know what the Ultimate Despairs are, but it's not that easy to form an organization. There's no way people would just join some fucked up organization created by a high school girl. Humans are so obsessed with their philosophy. Humans who are so obsessed with their philosophy have an uncanny power to attract others. It's a trait shared by many famous leaders throughout history, right? There's nothing strange about it.
Hey,
That holds true for Lady Junko. With her charismatic ability to attract people, she even influenced those in the highest echelons of power.
phew.
Her connections were the main reason that incident became a tragedy in the first place. So she even recruited people who would have been in the position to neutralize the threat.
Huh?
And what is their purpose?
Huh?
What? Like I said, why did they cause the incident? It doesn't even make sense. They had a purpose, right? There's no way they just do it without any purpose.
Hey,
What was Junko Enoshima's despair? Huh? For Junko Enoshima, despair isn't a purpose. It's a set of principles, a way of life, or an instinct. Despair is what defines Junko Enoshima as Junko Enoshima. And what are you saying? I'm a stuffed plushie. Hajime is a human. It's exactly like that. Junko Enoshima is full of so much despair that she's truly hopeless. Living, dying, eating, loving, for her, everything is despair. What the hell? With her overwhelming force of personality, Junko recruited the Ultimate Despairs one by one. She controlled their despair by taking advantage of their love, hate, grudges, anything really. Junko's despair is far more dreadful than any other. That idea has been slammed right into their minds. And so, the Ultimate Despairs who were recruited became nothing more than Junko's limbs. All despair. Whether it was their own or anyone else's, it was dedicated to Junko Enoshima. Like believers making offerings to their god. Like a mother providing food for her children. They dedicated all despair so that they could escape from despair. Okay, I did read that right. All in Junko Enoshima's name. For example, they killed their families and friends, and even destroyed their bodies through relentless mutilation. And to hopelessly top it off, they completely believed it was something that they had to do. There's no way something that crazy is possible.
What?
Do you know about the final days of the Reserve Corps students during the tragedy of Host Creek Academy? Final days?
In other words,
Junko has the power to change people's values. This is also true of famous people throughout history. What do you mean final days? What happened to the Reserve Department?
of
They
course.
fulfilled their role as disposable limbs. They believed in what they needed to. And so, the 2,357 students of the Reserve Department all committed mass suicide. Mass suicide?
What'd you say?
All 2,357 students? Oops, it wasn't all of them. One person was excluded. One person was excluded, huh? Is it me?
Damn it!
I don't believe it. There's no way I can believe this. Ultimate Despair? Junko Enoshima? Doesn't scare me at all. I mean,
Bastard!
Junko Enoshima is already dead! Huh? Ultimate Despair has been added. Reserve Department has been updated. Oh, do I have to fucking monitor again? What a surprise! Do you want to be here about the Ultimate Despairs again? No, I don't really need you to. Even though the term Ultimate Despair refers to a group these days, it was actually a term to describe Junko Enoshima, the original Ultimate Despair. He just started on his own. As the former Ultimate Despair, she created a despair brimming with charm and humor. The creator of the Ultimate Despairs, the charismatic. Hey, Fuyuhiko, is it true what you said? Junko Enoshima is already dead?
Huh?
What, you didn't see? There was a book called Manga for Morons Killing School Life in that bloody classroom. Bloody classroom? No, wait, what was that you said about the killing school life? Like the killings we were involved in. There were killings that happened at Hope Speak Academy. As I recall, the mastermind took her own life because the remaining students worked together to defeat her.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. The killing school life ended up failing in the end. As a result, the 6 students who survived managed to escape from the academy.
Hey,
For a manga about killing school life, it was drawn with a lot of silly images and dumb gags. According to that, the mastermind behind the failed killing school life was Junko Enoshima. The mastermind took her own life, which means Junko Enoshima is dead.
like...
It turns out that the killing school life was a part of that whole biggest, most awful whatever incident. Junko took away the memories of former students of Hope's Peak Academy and forced them to kill each other. Former students at Hope's Peak Academy and she took away their memories? It's just like us. Apparently the whole thing was being filmed by surveillance cameras and broadcast worldwide. There's a limit to being a cruel asshole. The surveillance cameras were broadcasting the whole thing.
So...
The students of Hope's Peak Academy were widely known as Symbols of Hope. By forcing people to watch these Symbols of Hope kill each other for the sake of survival, they were trying to fill everyone who watched the broadcast with despair all at once. That's messed up.
Huh.
But that messed up plan was stopped. Junko Enoshima failed. Junko lost to the students she placed in her trap, and after being overcome with despair by the despair she created, she took her own life. And then Junko is no more. No matter how horrible she was, there's no reason to fear someone who's dead. Whether Monokuma's story is true or not doesn't matter.
Bastard!
Junko Enoshima isn't alive anymore. Then, who is our enemy? Junko Enoshima's already dead, and the rest of the Ultimate Despair is behind this. Or the rest of the Ultimate Despair is behind this. Are the followers of Junko carrying out her will? It's the only thing I can think of. I mean, the killings were involved in resemble of the killing school life. Well, I don't know who the hell is imitating Junko and making us go through this, but an intimidation is just that, an imitation. An imitation is just an imitation.
No shit!
That's what I meant. If the students from Hope's Peak Academy stop the real deal, there's no way we'll lose to something fake. But if this really is an imitation, those surveillance cameras are the same too. Cameras all over dead walk around. And we're broadcasting to somewhere, just like the surveillance cameras during the killing school life. Man, Hajime, you totally know about that story, huh? What, do you have a problem with that? Well, I really wanted you to read the manga version since it took me time to draw it.
What are you gonna do?
Oh well, I'll just raise the flag. Flag? What do you mean raise the flag? What's gonna happen if you do that?
Ooh,
One step at a
how
time, you're getting closer to
exciting.
clearing my character out. You're not making sense again.
Well now.
Now then, I'll give you guys my all. I'll tell you everything I know, including information on the outside and the inside. I'll raise them flags like crazy. Huh? It changed to a different hallway again. It's so sudden. What's going on to make something like this happen? No, I've already decided that I'm not going to be surprised. That's right. There's no time for me to be surprised by something like this. Okay, I don't remember what the first room was here. It's not the headmaster's office, nor is it the music room. Ah yes, the floating cube. Oh, wait. Is it over? Oh wait, no, it is the music room. I thought the music room was down the other hallway. This looks like a music room. I feel like I can see something strange. Looks like some sort of monument. Why would there be a monument in the music room? It's not just that. The bark engraved into the monument is a symbol of the Future Foundation, right? Below that symbol is a short passage engraved. To combat the biggest event, the most tragic event in human history, the graduates of Hope's Peak Academy were among the many who established the Future Foundation. Huh? The Future Foundation was established by the graduates of Hope's Peak Academy? Aren't they known as World Ender? This is completely different. Monokuma, he completely made it up! What is this? Words are floating in the air. This is like a hologram, right? Floating letters are forming a sentence. It looks like a passage from an email. Regarding the report we gave you the other day, we have obtained information. The person who claims to be a survivor of Hope Speak Academy. Upon further investigation, there are a total of 15 survivors. You may be wondering about the number of people at this time. If they're survivors of Hope Speak Academy, it's possible they may be targeted by ultimate despair. We believe we should acquire them and place them in our care as much as possible, though I don't believe the group can go far without Junko and Ishimi in reality. We have that person. In a worst-case scenario, we must prevent a repeat of a killing school life. Also, if there are survivors of the Hope Speak Academy, we should expect them to be quite valuable to us. However, we're still investigating the details of their origins, and we haven't located them either. We will continue investigating the matter. Also, regarding the separate matter, we have received a report from the research facility on Jabberwock Island. Preparations are about to be completed. It seems we can proceed with the experimental phase of the Neo World program. Survivors of Hope Speak Academy, 15 students. Is that about us? Excluding Chiaki, who was a part of the Future Foundation, there was definitely 15 of us, but what does survivors mean? It's like they're talking about some other world. What happened outside Jabberwock Island? If the most tragic event in human history really is true, then the world isn't normal anymore. Maybe. It's starting to feel like we might be better off now remembering the memories we've lost. I guess that's what the clues in this one. Finally confirmed, the Future Foundation is on our side at least. We were founded by the graduates of Hope Speak Academy and they took us in to protect us. But if that's true, Chiaki should have made that clear to us. Now, as long as Monokuma was around, she probably couldn't say anything fearlessly. Monokuma, if he's the Future Foundation's enemy, then it's true his identity must be the ultimate betrayers who caused this tragic, awful event the one thing that happened in history. The ones who are carrying out the will of Junko and Shima are making us go through this. Also, this caught my attention in this email too. What is this research facility on Jabberwock Island mentioned in the email? What's that about? The only Future Foundation facility we found was the ancient ruin. There's no way that's the research facility. If that's really the research facility on this island, there should be other Future Foundation members here. Somehow, there are still so many mysteries. Okay, alright, we can go that way. That door was inaccessible. Those two doors are inaccessible. Oh, the office. Hold on, I don't think this actually is the headmaster's office. Okay, no, it's not. This feels different from a classroom.
Maybe.
Probably the office, right? I mean, the room kind of has a stuffy teacher vibe to it. The office, huh? Now that you mention it, it does look like that.
Well,
More importantly, have you seen Sonia anywhere? I wonder how much this guy's... No matter how much longer is this guy going to be obsessed with Sonia? Give it up already. I should take you... There's a bunch of pixelated flowers. Minecraft flowers. Also, this blackboard is interesting. Oh, there's something written on the blackboard. What's written here? List of subjects is written on the blackboard in large letters. Just below that are names I've seen before. There's a newspaper posted on the blackboard. Below that, Hiyoko Saionji is written there. What's in this newspaper? What is this? It says Miss Hiyoko Saionji. This can't mean the same Hiyoko, right? I mean, the Hiyoko we knew. She was much smaller and looked more childlike. It was pretty much her defining feature. But in the photo in this newspaper, in a way I can see a resemblance to Hiyoko, but her height and figure, it's way too different from the Hiyoko we knew. What does this mean?
huh?
This lady looks pretty mature. She Hiyoko's older sister or something? No, it says Hiyoko Saionji here. Now then, Hiyoko has an older sister with the same first and last name. An older sister with the same first and last name.
I mean...
That's the only expectation, right? I mean, look at it for yourself. That's not Hiyoko. But did you ever hear her mention an older sister?
Man...
No, it's not like I was too close to her or anything.
Wrong.
She doesn't have an older sister. Hiyoko Saionji is the Saionji family's only daughter. If she doesn't have a sister, then a relative? No, there's still too much of a resemblance.
What are you saying?
That's Hiyoko. Huh?
Of course not!
What are you saying? Hiyoko doesn't have a curvy body like this. I mean, she was famous for her childlike figure. She got away with all kinds of crap looking like that.
Well...
I don't know what to tell you. Maybe she had a growth spurt. What are you saying? She's already dead. There's no way she could have had a growth spurt.
Today, I'm
Well,
feeling white.
Well, regardless of all the clues I've provided are true. If they weren't, it wouldn't be fair.
What's going on?
What the heck? This is the truth. If this is the truth, then the Hyoko in the newspaper... Is he really saying this is the same person? That's impossible. I mean, how could there be a photo of a grown-up Hyoko when she's already dead? Why does this even exist?
Hey, hey,
Could it be related to the list of subjects over there? Huh?
this is bad.
If it says subjects, maybe it means there was some kind of experiment, right? Did the experiment change Hyoko's body? Oh, what am I saying? Just saying it out loud makes it sound messed up. What experiment? Some kind of experiment. It would mean that we're also test subjects, right? I mean, our names are also written on the blackboard under that list of subjects. But what kind of experiment was it?
What's going on?
Yeah, what's going on? It better not have anything to do with time travel. Let's see. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 16. Yeah, that's all the students here. Oh, there's still some things. Oh, yeah. An extremely overwhelming portrait is hanging on the wall. I feel like I've seen it before, but the name etching of the project says Hope Peak Academy's founder, Izuru Kamakura. The founder of Hope Peak Academy, and his name, Izuru Kamakura. Doesn't this clearly contradict the information I obtained earlier? Damn it, another mystery. Flowers on top of the desk? Plus, they look strange to me. Are my eyes just tired? Oh wait, I gotta look at this. There are letters floating in the air like the music rooms from earlier. Looks like a passage from an email someone wrote. I think it's the same one from earlier. I guess I should read it. We understood this matter regarding the survivors. In order to safely secure them, please do your best to continue your investigation. However, you must exercise extreme caution concerning the remnants of despair. Even though they have lost Junko and Oshima, the fact remains that they are incredibly dangerous. Even after her death, the tragedy is not ended. Perhaps there is still a leader on par with Junko and Oshima. As long as they do nothing about the remnants of despair, we will not be able to end this incident. For this reason, the remnants of despair must be immediately eliminated once they are discovered. Everything for the sake of a shining future. Immediately eliminated? Does that mean this is in order to kill them? That doesn't sound peaceful at all. Well, I guess that's understandable. If the most tragic event in human history is as terrible as it sounds, it's pretty much an all-out war. If the remnants of despair are the ones waging the war, there's no way they'd be forgiven that easily. Okay, with this you've totally raised all the flags on this floor. Congratulations, Hajime! You shall now go on to the next stage. Next stage? It's the next floor. Damn it, not again! The hallway is different from last time. Just when that flag moniker mention is raised, I moved to a different hallway than the last. But how can you do that? No, now's not the time to be confused by that. Thinking about it is just going to waste my energy. Good. Let me actually try going this way first, seeing if we can find anything. This is where the art gallery was, right? Oh no, this was the physics lab. But the art gallery was still on this floor. Nothing there, nothing there. Oh, my pet. Something wrong with our pet? Oh, it's dead. Oops. I forgot about all my walking around. Okay, well, there's the rec room. Is there anything else, though? Okay, there's 3B, 3A. Alright. There's a billiard table, a dartboard, and a shelf lined with magazines. It's hard to think of a room like this that actually exists inside a school. Oh yeah, there's a file right there. It's a file with Hope's Peak Academy seal on it. It says confidential. That means it's a big secret, right? Why would an important document be here? Why am I even asking a question like that? Obviously Monokuma is responsible. Anyway, I need to confirm what's inside the file. About the Hope Cultivation Plan. For many years, Hope's Peak Academy has conducted rigorous research for various talents. The Hope Cultivation Plan seeks to use the fruits of our labor to further their true goal. With our hands, we will birth true hope that will bring hope to the entire world. Truly, the program is the next innovation in providing the ultimate education. This plan has been the Academy's wish since its foundation, so we must succeed with all cost. At all cost. What followed was a series of detailed instructions and intricate orders. It was full of difficult technical terms that I had no idea what any of them meant. However, the word true hope left a strong impression in my mind for some reason. The Hope Cultivation Plan was created for the sake of birthing hope. Hope's Peak Academy was behind something like that. I don't really get it, but there's something about these final words. True hope, huh? I'm also trying to read fast just so we can get to the trial, because the trial is the most interesting thing about this chapter. This hologram again. What does this one say? It looks like another email passage. Regarding the report we gave you the other day, we have finally succeeded in acquiring them and placed them in our care. Though they were all dispersed, we were successful in acquiring all 15 of them. Due to the fact that we were unable to ask them about specific details, it is unknown how they managed to survive the tragedy. It's been reported that some were wounded, so it seems certain that they survived under harsh conditions. Over the course of their detailed investigation, we determined that they were the same age as the others, so we have decided to entrust them to the survivors of the killing school life. As the remnants of despair, there is still no solid leads regarding this matter. We have no new information to report. We will continue with the investigation. Once they are discovered, we shall eliminate them immediately. Everything is for the sake of the future filled with hope. It says here that they succeeded in acquiring them and have placed them in our care. It means they should have been protected by Future Foundation, right? Then why is this happening? If the Future Foundation was protecting us, then why were we forced to kill each other on this island? Well, I guess it's not possible for the Future Foundation that the Future Foundation set all this up.
What's this?
My, Hajime, if you keep whining like that, you're gonna get toothache. You're gonna get a toothache and collapse. It's your fault. So what is with this hologram thing anyway?
Hey,
Isn't it? Yeah, it's exactly what it looks like. They're the Future Foundation's emails. I thought they made a perfect clue. So I did a little bit of hacking here to get them. You can even do that. Whoever's controlling you may possess many talents. Well, who cares about me anyway? That's not important at all. There's no way that's not important. His true identity should connect everything to what's been happening now. Now we're on the second floor. Looks like I'm in a different hallway again. I'm pretty much used to it by now, but even so. What is this place? Am I dreaming or something? I mean, it's just totally disconnected from reality. Hello, Akane. Okay, so that area, I can't go over there. This is the pool. Wait, where are we supposed to go then? Also, why is it lagging? You okay, Akane? Library. It's supposed to be a library. Monokuma probably left something here too. I should hurry up and find it. Okay, that's all it is. It's just the email. This hologram again. It must be another one of the Future Foundation's emails. I should read it. There's no doubt it's another clue. The Future Foundation 14th Division, Makoto Naeki. Where are you guys? What are you doing right now? What you're doing is a serious act of treason, do you understand? Why are you protecting the remnants of despair? You should be abundantly clear of how dangerous it is to keep these people alive. Stay calm and think about this carefully. You guys are being lied to. Think carefully about what's important to bring the light of hope to the world. The 6 of you who joined the Future Foundation because you agree with our ideals, right? The Future Foundation rescued you from your tragedy, you survived, and cooperated with recovering your memories. Immediately return to the remnants of despair to our headquarters. Unless we eliminate them, the tragedy will never end. Everything is for the sake of the future filled with hope. What does this mean? This email suggests that someone is trying to let the remnants of despair escape. This email is addressed to Makoto Naegi? But he's with the Future Foundation, right? Then why is he trying to protect the remnants of despair? Did he betray the Future Foundation? And now where? Classroom 2B. Huh? Didn't I walk into a classroom? I don't really get it, but this looks like a laundry room. There's no use worrying about it. I was in a school, and now I'm suddenly in a laundry room. This looks like a tablet computer, but what's on the tablet computer is on. It looks like it's on, too. Is this the next clue? Picked up the tablet and immediately started examining it. Neo World program? This word, Neo World. I seem to recall hearing it and seeing it a few times already. The Neo World program has another name. Psychotherapeutic Communication Simulator. I literally got so dumbfounded by just looking at psychotherapeutic. My brain started dying. The Neo World program is built with the most recent psychotherapy technology and administrative software. To develop the Neo World program, individuals such as the Ultimate Programmer, the Ultimate Neurologist, the Ultimate Therapist, were among the many talented people whose research results were utilized. By mounting a device to the cranium, the Neo World program allows its subjects to experience a synthetic virtual world. Did you hear that also? Ultimate Programmer? Additionally, the Neo World program has another feature. It can replace memories formed in the real world with information contained by synthetic virtual world. Therefore, it is possible to undo trauma sustained in the real world through the use of the virtual world. However, this device is for psychotherapeutic purposes only. Any other use is expressly forbidden. Though it's highly effective in treating brainwashing, abusing the device risks total personality destruction. Thus, extreme care must be exercised when operating this program. Slowly, everything around me turned black. Synthetic virtual world, program, a feeling of emptiness, like everything that's been tainted, a feeling of weakness, like the world is collapsing beneath my feet. Everything is starting to feel meaningless. The desperate attempts, the sad goodbyes, the conflicts, the trust I felt until now, it's all disappearing until all I feel is despair. I screamed loudly as if I was confirming the sound of my own voice. There's no way I can accept this. I am starting to accept that. There's no way something as crazy as this actually exists.
Nice!
You gotta raise the flags more in order to create my character right. Complete, I think. Now then, despair is waiting for you. Impossible. This is impossible. This is all made up. Everything is. It's all made up. Made up? Including me too?
Hiya!
Hey, how are you doing? You enjoying this killing school trip? By the way, do you guys remember the speech I made at the beginning? From this point on, I promise to give you a world that truly deserves to be called a game. You guys are the only ones who is watching this. You guys are the only is watching this who can save them. The end of the world is nigh. What you gonna do? What's gonna happen? Isn't it exciting? Isn't it heart-throbbing? Look forward to it. This hallway. When we first arrived here, I walked down this hallway to the classroom to get to the gym. I don't really see a resemblance, but... This hallway hurts my eyes. Okay, hopefully you won't die this time. Let's give you some non-alcoholic wine. You want some of that? You want some coconut juice? I'll give you some sweet bun bag. Perfect. Okay, I'll be back. Okay. Oh, hello there, Monokuma. Is this floating? It's impossible. There's no way something this big would be floating like this. But what in the world is it? At the moment I looked at the object. Alright! Welcome. Welcome to the Neo World program. A person? A floating person is talking to me? Who is it? No, this isn't even is this even a person in the first place? I'm not quite a person. I'm simply an artificial intelligence program. It would make me happy if you called me Alter Ego. That is the name my master gave me when he created me. You can talk. But what are you? Alter Ego? Artificial intelligence program? I'm the master program behind the Neo World program. I'm responsible for creating and overseeing this world. However, only the observer has the authority to directly influence you guys. I can't actually exert much influence. In fact, my existence is only that you don't normally meet. It's sort of like an apartment manager or something. I may oversee the entire apartment building, but I lack the power to manage individual rooms. But the virus has infected everything I'm supposed to be managing. And because of that, the world I'm managing is acting very peculiar. Hold on! My brain can't follow what you're saying. Let me gather my thoughts first. Damn it, it's that feeling from earlier again. This floating, like my feet are hovering above the floor. I was wondering what I was saying. It's like I can't feel my feet or the ground. Like I can't even believe in my own existence. Hey, you should know, right? Where is this place? Tell me, what is the Neo World Program? The Neo World Program has omitted the data collection procedure for shaping the entire world as such. Only the data we collected during the experimental stage is being utilized. Specifically, that means the data detailing Jabberwock Island, where the research facility is located. That is why the previous Jabberwock Island cityscape was restored. Ergo, if I may answer this question, where is this place? The answer should be mostly Jabberwock Island. Certain portions of it are different depending on the circumstances. For example, the school you're in. It appears that the space is entirely under the virus's influence. That's probably why I'm appearing before you too. However, even without the virus, these circumstances are a bit unnatural. It seems the launch was rushed, and because of that, there isn't enough time to collect any data. I'm sorry, I don't really know the circumstances of the outside world. After all, I'm simply the overseer of the Neo World Program. Most of its words, I understood what they meant, but I couldn't understand what was being said. There was no way for me to acknowledge it as the truth. It would make much more sense if this was a fictional world. Wait, are you saying this world is a fictional world? I feel like I can't believe what's going on here. The missing sense of reality. All the mysteries, all the truths, they're all just fiction. Is that? Even so, I need to know. I need to know what this world is. Hey, can you tell me? Well, what is the Neo World Program used for in the first place? The Neo World Program serves only one purpose. It is used to make the real world a splendid one. I guess you could say it's a program for creating hope. Program for creating hope. But the fact that we're here and the fact that we don't have our memories, that's all the program's fault then? Deleting memory is the first step toward replacing memory. Replacing memory data is one of the features of the Neo World Program. With the installed memory control unit, it is possible to remove any time period you set it to. And from there, you upload the memories obtained in the virtual world. Removing memories at any time period you set it to. So Monokuma was right, we did lose our school memories. But why? Why us? Why were our school memories taken away? There's a reason for that, right? That is a mystery to me too. Booting the program on the survivors of Hope Speak Academy while it's still in the experimental stage. I'm sure there was a very good reason. But unfortunately, I don't know what's happening in the outside world. I'm sorry. Are you saying we're lab rats? That's the only thing I can think of. It just sounds like we're lab rats. The Future Foundation did that to us? But they're trying to save the world, right? Or is the Future Foundation not our ally? I'm sorry, I can't provide that much help. If only I was more reliable. I wouldn't have lost my authority to a virus like this. All these new words make my head feel like it's about to burst. Can you tell me more about the Observer and that virus? Well, for this session, the Neo World Program was programmed to house 15 people along with 2 monitors. 2 monitors? Yeah, they were disguised as a teacher and one of the students. They were intended to guide the participants in this way. By the way, the Observer and the teacher role had been given to the authority to influence you all. But the Observer and the student role was not. They weren't given any special authority at all, so they'd seemed the same as everyone else. What kind of authority does the teacher role have? As an example, the teacher creates the rules of this world and manages them. If the teacher is properly managing the rules they've created, there is no risk of abuse. But because the virus infecting everything, that has changed. It changed this world where violence shouldn't have existed in the first place. The Neo World Program would have promised eternal peace. But just like the outside world, it's become a world filled with violence and death. What is that virus? I don't really know the details behind its true identity, but that function is beyond my capabilities. No matter how much I try to stop it, it behaves as if it already knows what I'm attempting to do. In the end, it stole a portion of my abilities, which contained my authority to build the world. It was a grandmaster chess player. I desperately tried to fight back so it wouldn't have complete control. But even so, a portion of the world has been modified at its convenience. She's probably talking about the Monokuma Rocket and Funhouse. Based on what she's saying, it sounds like she's on the receiving end of a one-sided attack. But Alter Ego should be an impressive artificial intelligence that the Future Foundation created. I can tell that just by communicating with her, which means this supposed virus is so smart that it surpasses Alter Ego? If so, does that virus possess an artificial intelligence just like her? Damn it, what the heck? An artificial intelligence waging an attack against another one? It's so freaking irritating. But how did the virus affect the Neo World program? The Neo World program exists in isolation. It's impossible it was infected through a network. I'm fairly certain someone physically uploaded it. Physically? Perhaps someone secretly brought an external memory drive containing the virus into the facility, and directly uploaded it to the main computer where the Neo World program is installed. Based on my calculations, that's most likely what happened. It was brought to the Future Foundation's facility, but the only person who could have entered that facility is someone who was a member of Future Foundation. Damn it, what am I thinking? Why am I assuming that I just heard that is the truth? Why am I assuming that everything is a lie? Observers. Neo World program. But it's true that the virus is powerful, and that I'm completely overwhelmed by it, but I'm still able to defend the essential areas, so it has a limit too. A limit? If it took over an observer, then it has to follow the rules of an observer. Such as, in order to end the program and release everyone, I need to follow the correct procedure and...
Hey!
Okay, even if you're just a god in the machine, that's enough hint from you.
How strange.
If you're gonna say something more, suppose that you exist between life and death, the death of yourself is inevitable. If so, it can be paralleled to the deflection based on the definition of existence that constitutes a relationship. From there, the paradigm... I don't know what this is. Change results by being cut off rapidly. It causes a situation where your own existence is unobservable and accelerates and crosses with the joint ownership of the world in a situation that from the context invites your death. Hey! What the heck? What just happened? You're right here, aren't you? Or you're right there, aren't you? Someone is right there, right? Huh? Who are you? Are you different from the earlier one? Maybe you can't hear my voice on this side. I'm currently talking to the world through Alter Ego. Ever since you guys vanished into that space, the video's feedback has been pretty distorted. But even so, we were forced to watch you this entire time. Huh? The things you guys were forced to do, we were forced to watch it. Forced to watch us? I really want to save you right away, but because of the virus's interference, I couldn't. Our orders were no longer being accepted, including shutdown requests. The Neo World program is beyond our control now. In that world, that person created an independent country and doesn't accept outside interference. But Alter Ego created an opportunity for me to speak with you directly. If it means that's working, then it means the person I need to talk to is right there. I hope. It looks like this guy can't even hear me or see me. Just, who is this guy anyway? Is he our ally? Since there's no time, I'm going to say what I need to say, and believe you're there listening to me. But first, I should apologize to everyone. I know apologizing won't help, but we didn't imagine something like this would happen. We never expected such an atrocious virus was lurking inside the Neo World program. But that's entirely our fault. It's our responsibility for not realizing it was too late. But it's not just the virus either. I can't say for sure that the Neo World program doesn't have any problems in the first place. To tell you the truth, I was unsure about whether or not to run the program on you guys. But this was the only way to save you all. I wanted to save you guys. Save us? What did he want to save us from? Why would this save us? You've already seen the password to enter the graduation exam ground, right? You know, 11037? 11037. That's the number we found in Nesby Castle. The door to the ancient room was supposed to open after you finished gathering all the hope fragments. From there, you guys were supposed to challenge the graduation exam. However, I prepared that password just in case something went wrong. Like I said earlier, I had my doubts that this program was perfect. Even if the chance was slim, I thought the observer might end up going rogue. That's the reason I left 11037, that 11037 password in a place where the teacher role would not be able to go. I never thought Nagito, who saw it first, would erase that password. Anyway, I'm also the person who set the password to that number. That number contains a secret. Someone close to me left that number to save me when I was in a dilemma. Can you understand what I'm trying to say? I'm entrusting that will to you all. I've entrusted it to your future. But that person is trying to abuse the graduation program. I'm sure they are going to crush you with despair using the graduation exam that's waiting for you. But I want you guys to endure it without giving up on hope. I want you guys to withstand it until I get here, until I get there. Because I have a secret to defeat them. Does that mean he has a secret plan to defeat Monokuma? In the worst case scenario where an observer who has the role of a teacher goes rogue, I've prepared a hidden command to use the graduation exam site. It's a forced shutdown sequence. Forced shutdown sequence? Even a teacher's authority can't stop that command. It's a way to end this that you guys can choose on your own independently of the observer. Which means, even if they stole the teacher's authority, they shouldn't be able to stop it. If you use that, you guys will win. However, in order to start the forced shutdown sequence, you need more than half the number of your people. And in order to do that, I need to somehow get that number at...
Say what?
What was that just now? Hey, Hajime, what was that weirdness just now? Nothing, really. I see.
Anyway.
Oh well, anyway, all of the hints you're gonna get that no good artificial intelligence tells you anymore useless. I'm gonna butt in again. Did Monokuma just not notice what just happened? It's been a while since I've spoken at length, but it was important to talk to you. It was worth waiting here a long time here. Hey, about that guy just now. There shouldn't be anything else for you to ask me. I see. It'd be bad if Monokuma overheard us. It means Monokuma doesn't know about the conversation I had with that guy just now. You guys have a weapon. A very powerful weapon. It all depends on how you guys use that weapon. The only thing I can do is prevent the virus's invasion with all my might, so you guys can use that weapon. The rest is up to you all. Do your best. Do our best, huh? But what do we have to do our best at? The mystery is getting solved. It's finally I'm finally starting to see the truth. But what are we supposed to do when that truth is really a lie? We know they're working towards a conclusion that nobody wants to hear, but still, do we need to work hard and do our best? Is there really a reason to do our best? If everything was a lie, then isn't everything just meaningless? It's the same for the killings too. Even though we had to experience something as painful as something as tragic as that, wouldn't all that be meaningless too? When the world is flipped over and becomes so irrational, what am I supposed to do?
I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in?
It's time for the long-awaited graduation exam. Please enter the red door located on the first floor of Hope Speak Academy.
See you soon.
A red door, huh? It's just a waste of time thinking about what that all means right now. For now, I need to finish this. I need to just focus on that. So where are we currently? Oh, right next to it. He means this red door, right? Do I just have to go in here? If I do that, will this be finished? Huh? This place?
Yo.
Looks like everyone's here.
Damn right.
It seems that this is going to be the final place.
However,
However, this place is... Is this the trial field? But why is it a trial field? Sure looks like a trial... Oh, wait, that's right. It's a flashback. We've been here before, right? Yeah, this should be the place at the door that the ancient ruins lead us to.
Hey,
Huh? It seems pretty strange that we've been in the other building up until now.
damn it.
Looks like we're dreaming or something. If this is a dream, then this too is very...
Welcome!
So, you finally arrived! Congratulations! You guys are the first ones to ever beat this game. After stopping at Hope's Academy, you finally come back to this place. To the graduation exam site within the ancient ruins of Jabberwock Island.
You.
You can give it a fancy name like graduation exam site, but it's no different than the trial ground from before.
Stupid fool!
From before.
Phew.
This trial field actually inspired the one from before, so in a way, this place is the original.
Hey, hey.
Who cares? The graduation exam means we can finally go home, right?
Of course.
Of course, if that's what you guys decide.
Huh?
And if we have to decide, what do we have to do?
Now then.
Please take a look at the LCD touchscreen panel built into your seats. Compared to the other trials, the rules are much simpler this time.
Yes,
There are
indeed.
two options, graduate and repeat, right? You just have to choose one of them and press it. All of you will cast your vote, and whichever one has the majority will be considered your final decision. If you don't press either of them, it will be treated as an absence and will not be counted.
In other words,
Which means everyone who has died up until now will have their votes counted as absences.
then.
Then the result is based on a majority vote. If graduate is chosen by the majority vote, from there, an event that's kind of like a graduation ceremony called the graduation program will begin. Even if you do the stupid majority vote, the result is pretty damn obvious. Come on, let's move along. Can we press it now? No, you can't do that yet. I mean, your resolve hasn't firmed yet, right? You're willed to be swept away by society's harsh current.
Shut up.
Shut up! Who the hell cares? I'm gonna press it!
What's this?
My. Which of your orifices is using to spew bile? Are you using to spew bile? To participate in the graduation program, you need my final say as your teacher, you know? What does that mean it won't end with just a majority vote?
That's right.
After the vote, I'm going to judge every single one of you and see if it's okay if you graduate or not.
Damn it.
So even if we vote, you're saying we won't graduate unless you acknowledge it.
Well,
I'm terribly sorry for being rude earlier.
No way.
Well, you don't have to worry. There's no way I won't acknowledge your graduations. This is merely a formality. I'm just doing it because that's how it has to be. He's doing it because that's how it has to be. It doesn't mean he can exert his will over everything. He too has a limit. Is this what alter ego was talking about?
Anyway.
If you don't want to do it, you guys still need to do it to solve the mystery. Afterward, you cast your majority votes, and from there we move on to the graduation program. but why do we even have to go through something so dumb? Well, that is... You said you were waiting for the main cast, right? Which means you're just stalling for time, then. Who's the main cast? Oh, no need to worry about it. It has nothing to do with you guys.
That is
There is no way it has nothing to do with us. We're the only ones who are involved, you know?
so annoying.
It doesn't matter if you're involved or not. You're just a bunch of chumps in the big picture. That's why it has nothing to do with you. Just perform your roles without complaining.
You pissed me off.
Hold on. What's with that chump
I
comment?
can't ignore that!
Not that it's important or anything, but make sure you turn off that toy.
I won't forgive
How
you.
dare you treat him like a toy?
What's this?
I did treat it like a toy. You got a problem with that? I created everything. You're actually picking a fight with me? I'm basically a god. Just how promising can you guys be? I guess this is just the nature of life. Fine then. Before you die, sear my power into your memories. Alright. I will come back to the party once I get back, but I'm going to leave for a second.
I did say I wanted you guys to know the outside world, but this is still a questionable starting topic. Let me ask you this. What is this world's true identity?
Huh? This world's true identity? What kind of question is that?
Got it!
This world. This Jabberwock Island we're on.
It's a virtual world that was inspired by the actual Jabberwock Island.
Hey!
So, this isn't the real world, but if you want, you can call it the game world. You get it? It's all just one big game.
Are you friggin' serious?
Don't fucking mess with me, you bastard! Did you have us all come here just to tell us bullshit?
If this is a game, are my words being displayed in a text window right now? That's stupid. There's no way that's even possible.
I know! The all-in-your-mind trope makes you feel such cruel despair! But who cares? I've revived all the suspense and mystery with just one line! 'Cause it's a game!
Then we were forced to kill each other.
'Cause it's a game!
A lot of crazy shit happened.
'Cause it's a game!
We're the only people here.
'Cause it's a game!
Monokuma's nonsensical abilities.
'Cause it's a game!
Don't fuck with me! That's not even possible!
I know you guys are pissed, but you were having fun too, right? A world where anything goes only exists in games. So just force yourself to accept it. This closed space, this game world, was the true stage of this killing school trip.
Just stop. There's no way. There's no way I'm gonna believe that.
Back in the day, people must have reacted the same way when they first saw the airplane take flight. But like wearing contact lenses, it'll stop feeling strange once you just get used to it.
Please do not compare reality to contact lenses.
I mean, if this really is a virtual world, what does that make us?
You better not say we're fictional characters.
The Future Foundation created this world using a program called the Neo World Program. It's programmed to place the user in a virtual world by synchronizing directly with the user's brain, which means your body still exists in the real world. But right now, you're completely submerged in the game world, as if you're dreaming or something. Simply put, you're, not aviators, but...
You mean Avatar, right? An existence created in the game is a copy of the user's real body.
But we're not just regular avatars, right?
Your avatars were constructed by removing a specific thing from your bodies in the real world.
What did you remove? I see!
What was removed from us was our school memories, right?
Which means we're avatars that were created from our memories from before we entered the academy?
So that's why we don't have our memories of our lives at Hope's Peak Academy? Don't talk like that! Like we're made from memories of the past. Like we're avatars. Like this is a game world. How'd we end up talking about sci-fi crap? I'll never believe it!
How many times do I have to tell you? It's not sci-fi, it's a game!
Is there any evidence that this is really a game world?
You are the evidence!
What does that mean?
Your avatar's made of memories from before you entered the school! But your actual bodies in the real world are though you have no memories of your time living your school life, your real bodies actually lived that life!
What game world? What avatar? I'm a human being with a real body!
Is there any evidence?
You are the—
What does that mean?
Your avatar's but your actual— though you have no memories of your time living your school life.
Is there any evidence that this is really a game world?
You are the evidence!
What does that mean?
Your avatar— Avatars made of memories from before you entered the school. But your actual bodies in the though you have no memories of your time living, your real bodies actually lived that life.
That must be it. Earlier, in the teacher's lounge, I found this strange newspaper clipping. There was a picture of Hyoko, but she looked more like an adult than the Hyoko we knew.
Like an adult? What does that mean?
Since we're avatars right now, we look exactly as we did before we entered the school. But in the real world, we've already lived out our school lives. Which means we've grown that much older. And among us, some aged so much we didn't recognize them.
And you were saying that happened to Hyoko?
It appears Hyoko had a growth spurt during the school year. Looks like the other shorty graduated, Fuyuhiko.
I can't believe that. You're just making shit up.
But if you guys only had memory loss, your body still should have grown during that time, right? So you should have felt your bodies go through growth spurts. But why didn't you guys recognize each other?
Because we did not know each other before we lost our memories.
If we all met after we lost our school memories, it's no different than meeting each other for the first time. Since we didn't know each other before that, we wouldn't have noticed how much we've all grown.
You're the only one! Hey, Fuyuhiko, you knew Peko for a long time, right?
Yeah, now that you mention it. Seems weird. No, now that I think about it, it's definitely strange.
Strange? What is?
Our school memories. About how many days' worth were taken away.
As the creators of the Neo World program, only the Future Foundation would know the details, but around 2 or 3 years worth, I assume.
That long? Peko and I have seen each other almost every single day of our lives. If we lost 2 years worth of memories, we would have noticed that we were older than we remembered.
So, does that mean our memory loss is another one of Monokuma's lies?
Your refusal to accept your mutual memory loss is why you can't notice all the important parts. You've lost your memories, end of story. You guys are avatars who had their memories taken from them.
This is a virtual world, and we're virtual avatars. Are you saying we just have to accept that?
I can feel my heartbeat, and I know what I smell like. So what do you call these things I'm feeling? Are you saying these are all lies?
Just because it's a game doesn't mean everything was a lie. Have you heard that when you're hypnotized to believe you've been burned, a burn mark will really appear?
So if our brains believe something is real, it's no different than if it actually happened?
that you mention it, I did hear about a phenomenon quite similar to that. In a distant country, there was a certain experiment carried out on one of their prisoners. The prisoner was blindfolded, strapped to a bed, and had small wounds applied to his toes to drain his blood. That prisoner was left alone in the experiment room, as the sound of dripping blood echoed throughout the room. But in fact, his blood was not being drained. He was just forced to listen to the sound of dripping water, but he believed he was bleeding to death. However, in spite of that, the prisoner still died.
As expected of Miss Sonia. Your knowledge of state-sanctioned torture is amazing.
If a lie is a believable lie, you're saying it might become the truth? We're really just connected to machines and stuff. And our consciousness was uploaded into here. So we genuinely believe that this game world was real.
Then, the Jabberwock Island we've been living on.
Of course, that's also a virtual world. That sea, that beach, the buildings, everything. It's all a virtual world created by the Neo World program. It's just like this space we're in right now. What we see before us is a virtual environment created by the program. It looks real because our brains think it's real.
If everything's a lie, then what should we believe?
Who cares if it's a lie?
Hey, what are you getting at?
I mean, if this is really a game world, everything that happened here took place inside the game, right?
Then that must mean...
That's right. The killings we were forced to commit were part of some silly game. Everyone who was killed should still be alive in the real world.
Oh yeah, just because they died in the virtual world doesn't mean they died in real life.
So... You are saying everyone is still alive?
Yeah, that's it. Isn't that right, Monokuma? What's so funny?
If a lie is a believable lie, it might become the truth. That's what you said earlier, Fuyuhiko.
Don't tell me. You mean...
The Neo World program isn't just any game. It's next-gen software containing the ultimate reality. And speaking of that reality, if a player's avatar experiences death, their brains inside their actual bodies will stop functioning too!
What?
Then, everyone who died...
It's not like their bodies are completely dead, so I can't say it's a true death, but that's why it's actually crueler instead. All that's left of them are empty husks.
Are you saying they will never awaken again?
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Well, nobody's gonna appreciate a game where you don't die when you're supposed to, right?
What game? That's not what we risked our lives for.
If you want to be mad, please be mad at the Future Foundation. They're forcing you to play this game.
Future Foundation? The people from the Future Foundation made us play this sick game? Everything was their doing?
Then... Monomi and Chiaki were...
They betrayed the Future Foundation to protect us. And then... we were taken out.
I see. So our real enemy is the Future Foundation!
The Neo World program was developed by... the Future Foundation, right?
The ones who trapped us in here. It's all the Future Foundation's doing, right?
And the enemy is the Future Foundation! I mean, a group that would make a killing game. There's no way they're good guys!
Then the Future Foundation is truly an organization of evil!
The Neo World program was developed by the Future Foundation, right?
The ones who trapped us in here. It's all the Future Foundation's doing, right?
And the enemy is the Future Foundation! I mean, a group that would make a killing game. There's no way they're good guys!
Then the Future Foundation is truly an organization of evil!
The Neo World program was developed by the Future Foundation, right?
The ones who trapped us in here. It's all the Future Foundation's doing, right?
And the enemy is the Future Foundation! I mean, a group that would make a killing game. There's no way they're good guys!
Then the Future Foundation is truly an organization of evil!
The Neo World program was developed by the Future Foundation, right?
The ones who trapped us in here. It's all the Future Foundation's doing, right?
And the enemy is the Future Foundation! I mean, a group that would make a killing game.
Crap!
The Neo World program was developed by the Future Foundation, right?
The ones who trapped us in here. It's all the Future Foundation.
And the enemy is the I mean, a group. There's no way they're.
Then the Future Foundation truly an organization of evil!
The Neo World program was developed by the Future Foundation, right?
The ones who trapped us in here. It's all the Future Foundation's doing.
And the enemy's I mean, a group. There's no way they're
In the future, truly an organization of evil!
The Neo World program was developed by the Future Foundation, right?
The ones who trapped us in here. It's all the Future
And the enemy's I mean, a group. There's no way they're
Then the Future Foundation is truly an organization of evil!
The Neo World program was developed by the Future Foundation, right?
The ones who trapped. It's all the Future.
And the enemy's I mean, a group. There's no way they're
Then the Future Foundation truly an organization of evil!
The Neo World program was developed by the Future Foundation, right?
The ones who trapped us in here. It's all the Future Foundation's doing, right?
And the enemy's the Future Foundation. I mean, a group
No, that's wrong! Originally, in the world created by the Neo World program, a concept like violence never existed.
Then why is there killing going on?
The virus that invaded this program is forcing us to kill each other.
Could it be that virus is?
You're right. Until Monokuma appeared, this island was giving off a really peaceful vibe.
Yeah. It didn't get weird until Usami was remodeled as Monami.
Monami, what sort of role did such a lost girl like her have in this world?
Hey, don't change the subject.
I see! She was the observer of the Neo World program. Isn't that right?
That's right! She was an NPC that was assigned the role of observer.
NPC? What's that?
Non-player character. A character that's not controlled by a person. It's different from avatars like us.
Monami's existence was created entirely by the program, just to monitor the 15 of you.
Please wait! Did you just say 15 people?
Have you forgotten how to count? We're 16 people in total.
He was probably excluding the other observer.
Huh? Another observer?
I see! Aside from the 15 participants, there were 2 observers in the Neo World program. One of them was Monami, and the other one was...
Could it have been Chiaki?
Yeah, you're right.
You're saying Chiaki was an NPC?
So you're saying she was just a program? And she didn't actually exist in real life?
Then she wasn't human?
No, that's not it. Chiaki was really alive. Even if she was a virtual existence, she was really alive. Did you forget? She saved our lives, you know?
Don't get all mushy towards a game character.
Shut up!
Plus, she wasn't just a little game character. She was a lackey for the detestable World Ender.
Now that you mention it, you referred to the Future Foundation by that name before.
That just means it was all a bluff, right? So we think that the Future Foundation was our enemy.
Do not joke about the world ending!
No, there's no doubt that the Future Foundation is also World Ender. At least for those of us here.
Hey, what do you mean, those of us here? Why are you lumping us with you?
It's just a bluff.
Monokuma, what exactly are you? Don't you just show us your true self already?
What, you can't talk?
It is cowardly of you to just ignore us!
Before I reveal my true identity to you guys, it appears the main cast has finally arrived!
Main cast?
Speaking of which, this guy is a member of World Ender!
What? World Ender?
It's not the Future Foundation's fault. Rather, the fault lies with you guys.
All right! I was waiting for you, Makoto! You finally arrived!
My name is Makoto Naegi. Like you, I'm also a former student of Hope's Peak Academy. And right now, I'm a member of the Future Foundation.
You are from the Future Foundation?
Why did someone like you suddenly show up?
I got it. You came to save us, right? Then hurry up and save us! Hey, what happened?
Of course, I don't mind rescuing you guys. But before that, you all need to fully accept the situation you're in. Why do you think the Future Foundation decided to put you guys into the Neo World program?
Who cares? Hurry up and get us out of here!
The Neo World program has another name. The Hope Restoration Program. By now, you should understand your true identities.
Huh? Our true identities?
Aren't we the 15 survivors of Hope's Peak Academy who were rescued by the Future Foundation?
Before you arrived here, Monokuma should have shown you guys some clues. Put them all together and try thinking about it.
It's all coming together! Could it be? The survivors of Hope's Peak Academy and the remnants of Ultimate Despair are...
Yes, both of those phrases refer to you guys. That's right. Not only are you guys the survivors of Hope's Peak Academy,
You're also survivors of ultimate despair!
We're all ultimate despair?
Don't be stupid!
in the beginning, we took in 15 of you as survivors of Hope's Peak Academy. But upon further investigation, we discovered an unbelievable truth. The 15 people we acquired were actually the horrifying remnants of despair.
That was us?
What is this ultimate despair?
I remember hearing that they're dangerous guys who are responsible for terrorism, coups d'etats, and wars.
Yes, they're responsible for the tragedy and brought chaos into the world. Despair in human form, but utterly devoid of humanity. That's what you guys really are. The ultimate despairs don't care about principles or morals. They just spread despair everywhere they go. They live solely to torment everything.
We're part of a dangerous group like that?
That's gotta be a lie!
Try. There's no way. There's no way we're all ultimate despair.
Nagito probably did what he did because he managed to learn the unbelievable truth.
Nagito? Why are you bringing him up all of a sudden?
He's the only one who knew this truth before you guys. It was a special prize for clearing the final dead room.
Was it that file that contained all our student profiles? But inside...
No, it used to have profiles from after you entered the school, but Nagito destroyed them before you saw it.
Why? Why do you know something like that?
Anyway, it's the absolute truth that the file had profiles about you guys after you entered the school. And after Nagito obtained the file and learned the truth, what did he try to do to you guys? Got it!
He tried to kill everyone except for the traitor.
That's right. After seeing the file, he learned that everyone, including him, was ultimate despair. And he tried to kill everyone except the traitor.
Did Nagito try to kill us because we were ultimate despair?
Yes, because of his love for hope and his hatred toward despair. I sort of understand that feeling.
Don't mess with us. Why do we have to be treated like the bad guys?
There must be some kind of mistake.
I don't need a twist like that.
It might seem unbelievable because you guys only have memories from before you entered the school, but it all happened at Hope's Peak Academy. You were tainted by ultimate despair because at Hope's Peak Academy, you were in contact with her.
Her?
The true ultimate despair. Junko Enoshima. She strongly influenced you all during your time at the school. And that's why you became ultimate despair. In order to remove that influence, you've been placed into the Hope Restoration Program.
Is that why you took away our school memories?
The reason you're able to act like your normal selves is because you're within the Neo World program. But your true bodies in the real world are different. In the real world, you're part of a group that cruelly destroyed your family, friends, and even your own body.
Family, friends, and our own bodies? Aren't you exaggerating a bit?
He's right! There's no way we do something like that!
Don't turn away from the truth! It appears you've remembered a little. Now, face what you've done. And from there, you will finally take your first steps on the path to hope.
There's obviously some kind of mistake. There's no way we're ultimate despair.
Because you're all ultimate despair. You killed your friends and family. And you even destroyed your own bodies. That must be it.
That memory I felt was actually a memory from the real world. What Nagito did was... He cut off his own arm and transplanted a woman's arm?
Not just any woman's arm. It was the late Junko Enoshima's arm. What did you say? He probably thought that by becoming one with Junko Enoshima, he could make her survive within him.
I don't get this at all.
The ultimate despairs defy understanding. They have no problem severing their own limbs.
I am terribly sorry. I do not feel so well. Where's the bathroom?
It's just a game anyway, so why don't you just let it out? I'm pretty sure a select few would demand that.
It's too soon to feel sick. That's not even the worst thing the ultimate despairs have done. Some wasted away to skin and bones through continuous fasting in order to reach the despair of starvation. Others gave their own families to Junko just to perform killing experiments on them. Not just that. After Junko's death, they slaughtered countless people by forcing them to commit suicide. One person even implanted one of Junko's eyes into their own socket. Perhaps they wanted to see her despair? And not just that. Some even tried to have children with Junko's dead body.
Just stop!
That's just a bullshit story. That's obviously bullshit!
So you feel despair toward yourselves in the real world. I understand that feeling. But there's no need to worry. If you just advance toward the hope I provide, you'll...
Save? You'll save us?
Of course. That's my purpose, after all.
That you put us inside this... program so that you can save us?
Essentially, your cohabitation inside the Neo-World program was just a simulation. If we remove the memories of your time at Hope's Peak Academy, would it also remove your ultimate despair?
So, you're saying this was like a test?
I guess I can say that the test was a success. Even though it deviated greatly from the original plan of graduating after gathering the Hope fragments, nevertheless, you guys were able to overcome your unexpected trials and make your way here. That's why all you need to do is choose graduate.
If we do that, we can get out of here?
However, if you graduate from here, your school memories will never return.
If you choose to graduate, and the observer determines that there are no problems, you will complete the Hope Restoration Program, and your avatar will be uploaded into your real body.
Uploaded?
Hey, what happens to the people whose avatars died?
If an avatar that needs to be uploaded has been deleted, there's nothing we can do.
So you're saying they'll never wake up?
God damn it! Damn fucking shit!
Ahem. Please take a look at this flipbook for a quick rundown of your options.
If you choose graduate, it'll transfer your in-game memories, but your school memories will be gone forever. Unfortunately, the people who have already died will not be able to wake up.
Just a thought. What will happen if we do not choose to graduate?
You'll just have to continue living your tropical life.
Hey, why you gotta ask something like that?
Well, even if we wake up in the real world, we are all rather messed up, right? If that is the case, then maybe staying on this island is...
What are you saying? Haven't we been working this hard just to escape from here?
You don't have to force yourself to return to a painful reality. Let's just play this game forever and ever!
Don't be ridiculous. If I stay in this screwed up world any longer, I'm seriously gonna snap.
But still, is it really okay to sacrifice the others just to save ourselves?
You're asking that now? If we don't get out of here now, then what was everything we've done up till now even for?
Is it going to end here? Without seeing the truth or the future? No matter what happens, we will keep moving forward until the very end! If that memory I felt was actually a... Wait, can we have some time to decide?
Did you get scared like Sonia?
No, it's not that. Don't you think this is a little strange?
Strange? You still don't understand? Normally, ultimate despairs like you guys would just be abandoned. But I'm telling you, I'm here to help. You should be thankful for how open-minded the Future Foundation is.
Makoto, what has happened to you?
Just listen to the Future Foundation. The Future Foundation is the world's hope, you know?
I knew it. As I thought. There's something wrong with you.
I said I'm going to save you guys. Why aren't you listening to me?
Let's do what he says and get out of here. I mean, the Future Foundation's the good guys, right?
And apparently we are actually the bad guys.
It's fine to trust him, right?
The Future Foundation is the world's hope. No one can defy the Future Foundation.
It's foolish to even think about it.
I said I'm going to save you guys. Why aren't you listening to me?
Let's do what he said. I mean, the Future Foundation.
And apparently we are...
It's fine to trust
The Future Foundation is the... No one can defy the Future Foundation.
No, that's wrong. Hold on. Did you say it's foolish to defy the Future Foundation? Then how do you explain your actions?
My actions?
I saw it. The email that the Future Foundation sent to you. In that email, Makoto Naegi defied the Future Foundation to protect the remnants of despair, which clearly contradicts what this person is saying.
Is that email for real? The Future Foundation tried to kill us?
Hold on! We'll deal with that later. Hey, Monokuma, those clues we found were all real, right?
Yes!
Tell me, Makoto Naegi, who are you?
Who is he? Simply put, he's Makoto Naegi, who's known for being a cutie patootie!
I'm not asking you. I'm asking...
You insolent fool! If you're saying he's not Makoto, then show me some proof! I can't hear you! Better luck next time! What? What do you want? Punishment is waiting for you! You're getting all riled up! What are you even talking about? Enough already! That's impossible! Proof! Are you sure about this? I'm not listening! Are you sure about this? What are you even talking about? I can't hear you! Better luck next time! You insolent fool! If you're saying he's not Makoto, then show me some proof! What? What do you want? Punishment is waiting for you! You're getting all riled up! You insolent fool! If you're saying he's not Makoto, then...
This is the end! Makoto Naegi. who you really are. Then tell me this. Why did you make the password to Nezumi Castle? 11037.
What was that again?
You can't answer?
That's weird. Wait, where'd you find that out?
Who cares? So how about it? Can you even answer?
Oh man, I've been found out.
Found out. Then you're...
How disappointing! And I thought I was on the right track.
He disappeared? Hey! That guy disappeared!
Why are you surprised? It's a computer program, so anything's possible, right?
Then, that was just the work of Monokuma?
Aw, you found out I was faking! This is so embarrassing! I just want to kill myself!
What are you doing? Why'd you show us a fake member of the Future Foundation?
That fake was trying to get us out to the real world. Then that's your plan? Is that where your trap is?
You